Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure, and as you can see from the setup, I hit a few flea markets down there in South Central PA. I hit Morningstar and I hit Williams Grove, and I kind of hit a garage sale also on the way home. Anyway, starting with the dollar stuff, I'm always seem to be at a loss for charging for the phone, so obviously I picked up this stuff. This is a Husky 12 gear wrench, dollar, belts. I'm always grabbing them when they're a buck. This is a charger for lithium ion batteries, a single lithium ion. This for a stove project if I ever get to it. When you're doing 25 cents for the grid books, you just jump on it. And once again, this is $1 or less. I picked up a load of files and rulers and so forth. A bunch of them was less than $1. Right, less than $1. This is for tensioning belts. Kind of put this on one end and tighten this up, and it spreads the pulley or your alternator out so you can tighten your belt. Pens. These Warrior bits for driving sockets, they're typically $3, so whenever I see them for $1, obviously you jump all over them. The train clock, it actually whistles and has all kinds of sound effects and all that. That was part of a deal, so it came up less than $1. These flashlights, they were $1 each. I figured I'd do the lithium ion LED conversion to them, and then they would actually be somewhat useful. And once again, all this stuff less than $1. I can even show you this. Right. Make sure I turn it off. And that guy, make sure it's off. These guys, less than $1. Then I picked up these bags, these keychains and gaskets and little magnifying glasses and all. The whole bag was $1. Thing with this one, came with scissors and tweezers and so forth. You see the lighter in there. So it was actually less than $1 if you do the math with the other stuff I bought. This is a lithium ion wet dry vacuum cleaner. It didn't come with the charger, but it was $1. Actually less than $1. Less than $1. Less than $1. The handlebars for the kid's bike, really didn't buy it for that. I bought it for the brakes, levers, and cables and so forth. Less than $1. Okay, so and the mirrors. Right, less than $1. You guys know what this is? Baling wire. Us rednecks use this by the mile, so it's always good to get a spool. So there we are. Then this stuff, obviously, $2 or more. Also, these and this were all $1. Then the other stuff, they were kind of after $5 for it. I got it for less than that. These are a bunch of tapered candles, set of 10, battery powered with a remote control. So I thought they were pretty cool. LED and solar. It's missing the battery. I think I gave her $1 for this. This should probably move over. I saw this assortment pack, and I gave her a few $bucks for it. You see all the LEDs, all the resistors, various kinds. There are some displays in there and a motor and all. What she does is Amazon returns. So I'm not quite sure how she ended up with it, but when I saw all those different color LEDs and so forth, I figured it was well worth the money. This guy, obviously a loudspeaker you talk to, but it also does fire engine sounds and all that other junk. I thought it would be good considering I have those red lights. I have a couple of sets of these red lights that this thing could be fun for, you know, to annoy the neighbors with. These are LED car headlights. There's a couple in here. This I bought for a very specific project. It's kind of hard to get these with 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sockets on it. Let me show you. I built this fabrication bench a while ago with the drill press. You know, the small cutting saw, chop saw, metal chop saw, right? The band sander, the grinder, all these small 4-inch on it, plus the compressor on the bottom. Now, it's nice with this setup if everything's plugged in. That way you could just walk to it, you know, plug in the generalized plug and have everything ready to go. Right now, you can see I have about half of it plugged in, and it seems like whatever tool I want to use is not plugged in. This will just save a lot of time and frustration, and there's that nice spot right there to kind of hang it. Hopefully I'm showing it to you. Right, so there we are. This thing here, good to keep in a car. This is a crank light. You could do USB. It's got the FM radio. It's got a siren. It's got the LED, the whole shoot match, kind of an emergency thing. I paid $5 for it. It says $14.49 on it, so that's a pretty decent deal. I bought this Fitbit. I give her less than $5 for this also. It looks like it's complete. She just put new batteries in it. You know, I'm always curious to how much I'm walking around. It seems like I'm walking in circles all day long. I should put it on now before I ever get organized, and then try to get organized and see if I can't spend less time walking and more time actually working. This draw set was $1. I bought that to try to organize some of the ignition parts in. Seems like I have ignition parts in 10 different boxes. I'd love to get them into one box. And last but not least, or the last few pieces, I ended up with a load of stainless steel. I picked up this thing. Looks like a drain grid. And it's kind of buried, so excuse me. Stainless steel rod. You can see the stainless steel channel there. A bunch of these stainless steel caps, right? It's a stainless steel drip bucket. Stainless, and all this stainless here, you know. Then there's more interspersed through the load, like this is stainless steel. Guy actually was a fabricator of sorts. Anyway, I picked up all the stainless steel for $35. Just looking at, you know, the various covers and pieces, you know, I don't know how much you guys have considered buying stainless steel. Even, you know, this that I could cut stainless steel sheets out of. It's very, very expensive. No fooling around expensive. So when you're able to put your hot little hands on it for a reasonable price, one jumps right over it, right? Little plates. I think that's aluminum. It doesn't feel like stainless steel. I mean, he threw in a few things like that. Right, stainless steel banding. Cheap, but you know, this kind of stuff, oh, it's just junk. Well, when you need it, start looking to buy it, eh? Anyway, so that's all my bargains and what I'm up to with it from over this past weekend. I gotta tell you, we're home again, and will be for the foreseeable future. And quite honestly, it's nice. You know, everyone enjoys a good vacation. Everybody likes to get out and do a change of pace. But the thing is, I also live in a nice home, and it's nice to get to it and relax here, be able to find my stuff, be able to eat regular food. After a while being out on the road, you kind of get tired of eating junk food. Oh yeah, I picked up these legs. I think the pair of legs were $5. The plan is to set up a hinge with a tabletop, open the door, drop it down so one side's sitting on the legs, the other side is sitting on the tabletop. First of all, it'll hold the door from closing again should the wind kind of blow on it. And the second thing is it kind of gives you a couple of tabletop places to do some working, right? Kind of turn this into a little bit more of a work area. I also have to get siding on this shed. So many projects, so little time. All right, I think that about covers it. I'm just noticing a couple of more bags back here. This is a bunch of computer stuff, cables, fans, stuff like that. I gave him $5 for the entire full bag. This is a motorcycle cover. I gave him $1 for that. I figure it could always be seat material. Right, this rope, I think I went $4 on it. Forgot what she was after. I think I gave her $4 on it. So I think that covers all of it. Anyway, I really want to thank everybody for dropping by to watch and comment and subscribe. Remember to keep your feet down, your heads up, and I want you all to get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.